Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are at the start point of the Larapinta Trail. The first Ks are 23.7. Where are we going, Julie?
Simpsons Gap.
Wallaby Gap.
Wallaby Gap and then Simpsons Gap.
That's our first port of call today. This is Brett, this is Julie, and we are on day one. We've got 16 days to go from west to east. So let's go!
From east to west, I think, aren't we?
East to west, sorry. East to west.
No, but if we come out directly there, we'll.
Otherwise, that water looks amazing.
We're only 4k in from the start, and that's the first water crossing. It did rain heaps a couple of months ago, and Ulmiston Gorge and Standley were absolutely running like a river from what I've seen on some social media. So yeah, this is our first water crossing, 4k's in, and you can just hear the water running like a mini waterfall just down there. It's beautiful though. Nice and crisp breeze. And it's just gone 8 o'clock. Not sure what Brett's doing over there. I think he's watering the grass. I think Julie's doing the same around the corner. Jeff Moss Bridge, it's about the 5k mark, right? Water crossing number 2. They're coming. We seen a video the other day, and there was someone did the Larapinta Trail end to end, and there was 10 water crossings, and we're only 5k in, and we're on our second crossing already. Another water crossing. This is definitely where someone's getting wet. I was just saying to the group, every water crossing, big or small, I'm just going to film it. I think this is, I've lost count already. Is this number 5? It's got to be number 5.
Yeah, number 5.
This is number 5. As like I said, as small as it is, it's a water crossing. Oh, awesome. Water crossing number 6. It's tiny. It's hardly worth getting my camera out for.
Is this a water crossing?
It is, that's number 7.
Number 7.
Number 8. Number 8.
Number 8.
We have, what is it, Brett?
Goanna.
The goanna.
So maybe just a monitor.
That's what it does. Huh?
You're being filmed.
What are you whispering for?
Ooh, I reckon it's a female. Back off.
Currently climbing up Euro Ridge. I was going to get the camera out back there. It was such a cool shot, but I don't think you would have been able to see it because it was quite far away, but I'm going to try and get the drone out at the top. But yeah, it's uphill for quite a while, probably at least 10 minutes. But the ridge line, which is just there, it looks awesome. So hopefully I can get the drone out. I'll see how the wind is when we get up on top of the ridge. But yeah, this part's pretty hard going, but it's good. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, Brett and Julie are just making their way up there, as you can see. Yeah, so here we go. Let's get up there and see what we can see. Oh yeah. Ooh. Look at that. Look at the trail there. And that's the edge of the ridge line. That is amazing. Ah, Julie's gone, she's up there. Yeah, so that's where we left this morning. You definitely can't see it on this camera, but that's in there, just this side of that ridge line. That's where we left from, Alice Springs. So originally you go north before heading back, well, before you start heading west. So yeah, anyway, continue up this Euro Ridge. Whoa. There, there's the second part of the ridge. The track literally goes right over the top of it. That is so cool to see. Yeah, the Brett and Julie are just making their way along there now. Oh. Woo! That is mega. That is mega. Literally right on the ridge line. That's so cool. Oh. That is mega. Here we go, we're at the top. We're at the top. Euro Ridge.
Oh, probably should I do my hip strap, hey?
Sign was back there was yeah, that looked like the highest point. You can see it behind me in the background. But yeah, it's amazing. This ridge line's amazing. It continues on for a bit of a way. You can see Julie behind me there, and then the next stop is where we're going to stop for lunch. Is called Wallaby Gap, which is about 13.7, I think it was on the map, from the start point at Telegraph Point. So yeah, probably another 20 minutes. We'll get some lunch Julie's actually scared of heights. And you can see how close to the edge there that she is. We could just hear her screaming a minute ago. This is our lunch spot. This is Wallaby Gap. This is 13.9 from the start. So yeah, you've got toilets up here. There's a rainwater tank here where you can collect some water in your bottles and treat it. And now we're having lunch. Lunch. We've got a coffee going.
Depending on what we go over, I suppose.
Yeah. Brett's having a feed. Got the solar working. And everyone's happy.
One day.
Yep, you guessed it. We've got another water crossing. So we've just left Wallaby Gap on the way to Simpson. Is it Simpson Creek or Simpson Gap?
Simpsons Gap.
There we go. And we've got another water crossing.
Yay! Oh, this is amazing. What happens if anyone falls in?
Well, I guess you get wet.
We laugh.
No, but do we, like, what, do we get a prize?
I think the first person to fall in should get a present.
You get laughed at.
This is number 10. What's this? About 2 k's away from Wallaby Gap. It's tiny. There we go, number 10. Apparently there's some further up. Is it Hugh Gorge where you've got to swim through it? Yeah, Hugh Gorge, you've got to swim through it to get to the other side. And some people like clamber around and pass the packs so they don't get wet. So yeah, that'll be interesting, but that's in a few days from now. So now next stop, Simpson Gap. Number 11. Oh, it's not even running. Oh, well, that's a creek. Ow. Number 11, Brett, number 11.
Is the saddle,
Yeah, okay.
and then we go round Hat Hill and down to Simpsons Gap, which is on the other side of this mountain.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no way.
We are about 20, pushing close to 22 k's. We've got a couple of k's to go to get to camp, which tour guide Julie said it's on the other side of that ridge line. I'm only joking. Oh, yeah, we're all feeling a bit tired now. Day's getting long and we're ready to get into camp.
We're all over it.
We're all over it.
At least we're not over each other.
No, well it's only day one.
Joe's still young. You got him on the bottle brush, you're not getting me on the friggin'. Is that what you said? The Aborigines invented the bottle brush?
We're on video again.
Bloody pommies.
Bloody pommies where? I sound like an Aussie these days. You look like you saw Julie. What's going on? You look like you just walked 25 k's.
Oh my god.
Camp is down there. We can just about see a hut and that's where we're camping tonight. Simpsons
We've
Gap.
done 23.07.
23.07. We are so close to camp and we have water crossing number 12. And Julie's trying to speak Japanese. Spanish. And water crossing number 12 looks like this.
12th and last for the day.
12th and last.
Should have asked them how they got across.
Sure, we'll figure it out.
Oh, I tell you what, I could come back here and just stand in it with no shoes on.
Yeah.
Or I could do that right now and then put my thongs on.
I'll come and bathe in it, have a wash. Yeah. Hold that, please. Need kind of.
Is it videoing?
Yeah. Both hands to balance. Hey, oh. Action.
Now, how are you going to get the camera off George?
Throw it as hard as you can at me. Right, while it's filming, throw it.
You want me to?
Yeah.
What happens if it goes in the water?
That's alright. It's waterproof. Or you can just pass it.
Just pass it to you.
is. Move dangerously. And stop halfway and look up.
Okay.
Now fall.
Hey,
Fall over.
12 water crossings. 13.
We thought we were done with the water crossings because we could see camp, but now water crossing 13.
Is that a lucky number or an unlucky number?
Unlucky,
Okay, concentrate.
which means you might fall.
I know. I don't like this rock.
This is Simpson Camp. Got a toilet. Brett's little setup here.
Oh, I'll stand.
Julie set up. For some reason, Brett's laughing his ass off. What are you laughing at, Brett? Why? Because she's half naked? She's fine.
Half naked.
And then my tent down, just down here. And we're going to, so that's Simpson Gap in the background there. Don't know if you can see it with the trees, but there's a road that runs right through here, and it's a bit of a, there you go, you can see it. It's a bit of a tourist destination, so we're gonna go for a walk and yeah, go check it out.
It's called Hat Hill.
And that's where we were before, at Hat Hill. This is quality. Ooh, wow, look at that. Look at that. That is so cool. It's amazing. It's amazing. Oh. Ooh. Awesome. Awesome! There you go, that was Simpson Gap. Me and Brett had the whole place to ourselves, it was amazing. There's a nice cool breeze blowing through. And yeah, it's a bit surreal in there for some reason, it seems really cool. Anyway, we're going to go back to camp, get a bit of a cook on, and yeah, probably get an early night. It's starting to go dark, so get food and get in the tent. We are having a cook up. What are you cooking, Julie?
I'm having pasta bolognese with parmesan cheese.
Yum, yum, yum.
And dessert is butterscotch apple.
Delish. Little jet boil, boiling some water, and then what have I got tonight? This is back country, so it's like pretty much dehydrated food, isn't it? So you pour 250ml into there. Oops, 250ml into there. Mix it all together, and job's a good one. What are you on, Brett?
Penny bolognese. Look at this pantry.
Delish.
Beautiful.
Pour boiling water in and let it sit for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Nice, nice, nice.
Good times.
Start of day 2. We are just leaving Simpson Gap campground. That shelter was pretty cool. Just allowed you to get your stuff out and have a mess around and sort your kit out. So yeah, we're just going to drop a bit of rubbish in the bins and make our way down to J Creek. Let's go.
We're walking back to Alice again.
So when you want to take the coat off?
Yeah, not yet, but I will yell out.
The sun has just cracked on day 2.
Ebony.
That's awesome.
But yeah, just so again.
Number 14. Day 2, 5k's out of Simpson Gap. We have number 14, water crossing. Yoo! Creek, water crossing number 15. Day 2. We're about 2k's away from Bond Creek.
You are
Julie's going to get wet feet.
definitely going to get me falling in one day.
Oh yeah, a little waterfall up there, I can hear it. Probably can't see it on camera. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, they're nice stepping stones, aren't they? We are at Bond Gap, which is just over there. There's nothing there really. And this is 9.2 kilometers from Simpson Gap, so we're just going to drop our packs, have a little breather, get a drink, just by this nice little water hole. Is it a water hole or just a water crossing?
I don't think
Don't know.
it counts as a water crossing.
No, well, no, you don't actually go over water there, do you?
No, it
So
doesn't
this is not number 15. Yeah, and then the track continues up that way. This isn't a bad spot for a little snack, is it? So what I did for my snacks, I bought a kilo of snakes, 2 bags of M&Ms and a massive bag of almonds, and I divvied them up into 16 days, and yeah, put them in Ziploc bags, and then I know how much I've got for each day. So yeah, I'm just going to sit here for a few minutes, have a drink, have a snack, and enjoy the view. Day 2 so far has been a lot like this, just narrow single track, pretty overgrown. I know we're only 10k, sorry, yeah, we're about 10k in now, and probably another 16 to go. So far this, yeah, there's been a couple of ups and downs, but nothing to get your heart rate pumping too much. It's just pretty flat going. There's a race coming up this weekend, so apparently the volunteers of Larapinta Trail have been out with the whipsnippers and yeah, just clearing the track quite a lot, and you can see that they've done it quite recently because the clippings, or the grass clippings, are quite they've only looked like they've just not sure what happened with my camera there, it had a bit of a spaz out. But yeah, you can see that the volunteers have come along and trimmed all the track to keep it looking plush for the runners. I'll show you the all the clippings that you can see. There's been this ridge line up on my right side all morning though. It's brilliant, absolutely stunning. So although it's quite overgrown and seems really bushy here, that ridge line behind me is absolutely phenomenal. I'll just let the crew catch up.
Okay.
Here they are. Hardy.
Hi.
Julie. Right. We just had some lunch at Mulga Gap. There's nothing really here. I mean, there's a toilet, and apparently that gets filled with town water. That big water tank silo there. But you've just got 2 benches, but there's not much shade as such. So this was our lunch spot, because it was approximately halfway to Jay Creek tonight. So yeah, it's going to be a big day. 26k I think. And this was about 16, and the flies here are insane. You can see I've got a fly net on. They're just all over you. Well, hey, it's Australia, right? Mulga Camp done. How are the flies, guys?
Worst so far. I got my protein intake requirements for the day.
It was horrendous. Now, there wasn't much there. Just a little water tank, a toilet, and a couple of benches, which there wasn't much shade at all. So, yeah, we didn't sit. Well, we sat. How long did we sit down for? 45 minutes. Felt like, yeah, quick stop, and then just short of 10k left to Jay Creek.
Jay Creek.
We just got to Spring Gap, and it is beautiful. The water is full. How good. That is so cool. Oh yeah, I think the track leads around to the side there. Hopefully, or we'll be going for a swim. Oh, maybe up there. Just said straight, didn't it? Yeah. I reckon it's up there. Yeah, I reckon. Well, you go around that little bit there.
You got my good angle.
Oh, easy, Brett. You want to throw your sticks down? No? No. Oh, mate, I'll catch them.
I reckon Lockie, who I follow on Insta, went straight through that.
Maybe. Good work, team.
You're up there, can I help at all?
We've got 5k to go to Jay Creek, and myself and the crew we're struggling a bit. The sun is hot, there's no breeze, and we didn't get an amazing sleep at camp last night. Just first night on track, first night in the tent, dingoes screaming at the top of the voice, all those things. Yeah, so this afternoon it's pretty hard. Plus the bit of rock scrambling around the spring there, and the section just after that was a bit challenging too. So no, all in all, it's pretty good. It's just, yeah, pretty hard at this point. But all in all, it's all good. It is all good. What is happening here, Julie?
Oh, I'm reenacting Jodie stacking it 4 years ago. This is the spot where she nearly killed herself. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it.
Oh no, he's got a turtle. No,
You got a photo, Brett?
turtles.
Did you get a photo?
Yeah.
Yeah. You need a hand up?
No,
Oh,
No? You
sorry,
sure?
because I got down intentionally.
Come on.
Looking for a picture. It's all right.
Oh,
I was going to show Ralphie.
you don't need to help me out.
So you can take a photo.
Well, it looks like it.
Right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Alright, let's go. Let's go. Come on.
That's a bad mistake. Instead of going and looking after infrastructure, facilities, fire management, weed,
Yep.
you're spending so much time on the trails now. It's quite phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but all good.
Is it a
It's all part of
weed?
it.
Is it a weed?
Yeah. This is a centrus species from South Africa.
Yeah, right.
So Cattlemen's Association introduced it to the Northern Territory as well as CSIRO. Yeah. So and
But
20 years
originally
later,
came
this
from
is
the seats of the Afghan camel ears, didn't it, or something?
No. This
That's
stuff's
is it?
purposely
Okay.
introduced from South Africa.
For
The past
cattle.
ones.
Yeah, for cattle. So for fodder, it's perennial, it's palatable. So yeah,
It's annoying.
They're trying to make it a weed, aren't they?
it's been classified as one, but there's just argy-bargy backwards and forwards.
What is it, Julie? Yell out. So these markers show us which way to follow the trail, and on every kilometre it has a number. So we have just hit 26 kilometres, and today's total is 26.2 apparently, so we should only be 200 metres away from camp. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. Yes, J Creek campground in the distance. Julie's covered in flies. Look at all the flies on a solar pack, solar panel. Do a U-turn, do a full U-ey. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Look at that. Lovely. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Here we go, we just arrived at camp. That's the ranger's vehicle that we've seen on the track before, doing the whippersnipping water. And should we see what's in the goodies locker? Some leftovers, hopefully. What? Nothing. Oh, there was muesli bars and free gas at the other one, but never mind. Oh well, I'm gonna get this pack off and have a rest. How long did it take, Julie? Oh, what was the total? 8 hours.
40.
8 hours and 40 minutes. What a day! What a day! What do you reckon, Brett?
What a day!
What a day.
What a day! What a day! What a day! How's the flies?
What a day, what a day, what a mighty fine day.
just left Jay Creek. It's not as big a day today in kilometre wise, it's 13.5, but apparently it's quite slow going because it's up, down, rocks, scrambling kind of terrain. So the National Park says it's about 5.5 hours, and they've not been far off with the time guides at the minute as to how long it's taken us to get into camp. So we're going to get to Standley Chasm, and then we factored in a rest day tomorrow, so we're just going to relax around camp at Standley. But yeah, we're just in this riverbed at the moment, making our way. It's absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. Number 18. This is still in the creek bed of Jay Creek. And you can see why it's slow going. Slower going anyway. Oh.
Really have to stop and keep looking.
Correct.
Because you can't walk and look.
Julie's getting shy on camera. Oh, well, we might as well make it a water crossing while we're here. Come on.
Okay, yeah, we can't have
Number
numbers of water crossing.
19. Oh, 19. Nearly fell over. 19.
Cool.
Walking up and out of Jay Creek. Look at that. That's looks like a spine of a kangaroo or an animal of some kind. Wow. Hello. Oh look, Julie's. What is it? Skull? Yeah, let's go see that. Oh, and there's a leg or an arm bone there too.
And there's more up here.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's like the. Oh, look at that. That is cool. Oh, it's falling apart.
Really?
Look at its teeth. That's a decent sized animal, that. It's got teeth the size of mine. Anyway, continue onwards. Wow, this is cool. That is awesome. That is so cool. Wow. Wow. Yeah, we just walked around that creek bed and down there, and up to where we are now. That was so cool. That's definitely one of the highlights, along with Euro Ridge and Simpsons Gap. Whew. It's a bit dewy on the rock as well, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's that noise?
Just the rocks moving. Oh. You can see the whippersnapper boys have been through here.
Finally, we've come at the right time. This is still pretty.
Since getting out of the creek bed there, it's really opened up. Pretty flat actually. So like I said, we've got 13.5 k's today, but I'm guessing it's going to be a lot more slow going further up as we're getting the speed up coming through these flat areas. Yeah, there's just what feels like mountains on either side of us. So we're only, I think we're about 3 k's. Well, we just passed the 2k mark. So yeah, 3 k's in. Nice and flat. Pretty easy. Coming through the creek bed there is probably one of my highlights of the last few days so far. One being Euro Ridge. Another was the Simpson Gap. And third, that J Creek, just coming right through the riverbed there for what felt like a kilometre, maybe a kilometre and a half. Quality. But it looks like there's been fires through here. Well, no, not so long ago. Look how black the trees are. We've got no life back on them yet. Awesome. Happy as.
Let's head a vote.
Yeah.
And quorum wins.
You take the high road, we're taking the low road.
Okay. See.
Rodriguez.
See you there.
You gotta go.
I'm going to do a wee.
The track goes.
Brett, don't come here.
Goes up here and it does switchbacks up that.
Is it? Yeah. Wow. These two go around. They must go around. This must be somewhere on the map, and meet at the same point.
Yeah, they do. They come out. I think it's called Messick Valley.
Yeah.
You come down, and when you come down last time, it's just like big rocks, like steps.
Yeah.
Steep as. And then you just come down into a gully. But it was brutal. But I just said to Julie, we had no option. We were doing it.
Yeah.
We didn't go, oh, do you want to go low route? No, we were going up.
Oh, well, I think.
See that trail there goes up like that, and then it goes up around.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it just switchbacks up and down, up over there. Then you eventually end up going over the top somewhere.
Yeah, over the top there, back down to where the low route takes
we'll go
us.
up through that.
Low route it is. Let's go. This is 20. Creek crossing, water crossing 20. There we go, number 20. Day 3. Day 3. 20 so far. The low route. It's still got to go right up through the middle there to that pimple right at the top. Yeah, that's a bit of a climb. I reckon that's easily 30 minutes up there. You can see why this is a bit slow going. Just rock scrambling like that, like the guys are doing there, look. Yeah.
Sign up here.
Whoa. I think there's pros and cons to, isn't there? But if they're taking some weight off your knees and joints, and taking some weight off your toes when you're going downhill, then it's got to be a plus. Probably halfway up to the nipple. Brett was saying before, it looks like a nipple. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it definitely looks like a nipple. So probably about, from where I was telling you before about it, we're probably about halfway up it now. Yeah, so it's pretty cool through here. That's some tough going, but it's yeah, it's really good. Yeah, that's where we've just come from, down in the valley there. Awesome. Oh, so close. That is the nipple. That is an awesome valley. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, we've come from way in the distance, zigzagging up that valley there. Amazing. Amazing. Amazing, but quite challenging this section, but quality stuff. Quality stuff. There we go. That's the top of the valley. Job done. Job done. Oh, there we go. There's another marker. 6K. We're having a little chill by the sounds of it. What goes up must come down. So yeah, that's back to the nipple, and we're gonna go down this valley now, where the low point and the high point meet at Miller's Flat. And that point, Miller's Flat, from the start point, which is J Creek, is 8.6 kilometers. So, and we're at the 6K mark there. 2.6 kilometers, and we'll be at Miller's Flat. How cool is that rock formation? Amazing. I think the guys are taking a few photos. Oh.
Smile. I feel like I'm like a tiny dork.
Yeah, I feel like it's you just bring a hat on, but it's practical.
For like 3 hours and have a little slip off.
Filming. 3 hours and 3 hours and have a sleep. Did you say?
Yep.
Is what awesome?
This.
This is amazing. This is just too cool.
Like, I'm so glad, even though day 1 and 2 are long and hard, it's so good just to get them out of the way because they're not very pretty.
No, then you get your match fitness in. So you, well, this is pretty, but compared to some of the stuff, I'm just channeling my inner goat. Charlie's throng.
Are you filming that, Ralph?
Yes.
I think that's going to be slippery.
Yeah, I'm not touching the water. Definitely.
Even that water rock. Yeah.
I'm not touching where it's wet. Charlize Theron, eat your heart out.
You want me to take your poles?
No, let me use them, Mum. Take one.
Hold on. I'll have the rocks, Ralphie. Going around there,
Oh, this way.
but you'll see there's some really good grip holes, so you can just sort of
Oh
hug it.
yeah, that's solid. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
That's good. That feels right.
You're too tall, mate. Yeah, you got to go that way.
Oh.
Chug.
Yeah, we're out of here. That was awesome. Let's go. And this is why today is a bit slower, as in 13.5 k's, because it's taking
Steady there, dropping down.
5 minutes to get over 20 or 30 metre distance.
Yeah, that one, that right one.
As you
will
can
go
see,
up with
yeah.
Something solid if you drop it down. No, that's your left. That one. Oh, you could come back up to the rock. and get it. See, you missed it.
Oh yeah. At this town.
Yeah.
And they have. Oh.
Try not to drag your tent, Julie, on the rocks. I think you've just.
Think of it.
I think there's a tiny hole in the in the outer of that. Yeah. Anyone? This is definitely counting as a crossing. Number 21. 8 k's from Jay Creek, heading towards Miller's Flat. Number 22. Been walking up this shaly riverbed for probably 40 minutes now, and you can see the colouring on the stones, and I'm guessing it's from when it rains. It brings any bark or colouring, charcoal, off the trees and just makes its way down the river. Yeah, you can see it all the way. I can see it all the way up there. This is more of it. Now look how black that stone is compared to that stone. Yeah, definitely from the rain off the trees, I think. You see it all the way up there. Miller's Flat, is this?
Yeah,
Miller's Flat. Yeah, Ooh. Yeah, so this is where the high route and the low route meet. So that's the high route up there. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. There we go.
So now
Miller's Flat.
1.5
There's a
to.
bit of space in there where a few people look like they've been camping. 23. Ooh, look at that.
Put your concentration hats on. I want to get in. I'm gonna.
Wow, how cool. What did I say this was? 24? No, 23. 23?
Right. Yes.
Number 25. Oh shit. $26.
Cool?
Yeah. Let me see where it's on green.
Water crossing number 27, and it absolutely stinks of septic. Oh wow, that is humming. 28, 28, 28. $29, $29. Number 30. $31.
Ralphie, I want to show you something when you get here.
Okay.
You can feel like it's bladder from that.
Filming.
Whatever.
Wow.
I don't know what they use. I don't know if they're flies or
32. What's happening there, Julie?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Julie thinks she might have just lifted a toenail.
Second from my end. That one there.
Oh, it seems intact.
Something's lifted. Ah, that one. Yes, I've lifted that one.
Ooh. Yikes. What's the plan? More tape?
Had a blowout!
Oh no.
Is that my tape? Yep. All's good. To hold it down.
Well, Julie's in pain. I'm filming those so that we can look
Laugh.
back on this
And laugh later.
in a few days or a week or so.
Ow. Okay, one more little bit to hold it in. Sorry, Brett.
Back in the game. Has it started?
Failure is not an option.
Correct.
Hey, someone else was yelling that.
3 coming up. 33. 34 coming up. 34. Tangentyere Junction.
Yeah.
What were you? 8 minutes ahead of schedule
3, 4.5. We're 8 minutes ahead of schedule.
from the NT Park maps.
Yes. But I've written all over my hand.
35. I can see the 13k mark, which means we are so close to Standley. There we go. Give a little up tap. That is awesome scenery. Whew. I see the
That's one, isn't it?
see the trail up there, and the Stanley's on the other side, is it?
I thought there was another one after that, to be quite honest. But
That might be.
Oh, so there may be two. Oh, let's
I
get
thought it was a,
We've got 2.5 k's to go.
it wasn't a zigzag up.
This is gnarly. Look at that scenery. I'll tell you what, it's hard going this. There's a few ups and downs. You can probably see the trail in the background. And it's close to 45-degree angle, I reckon. Oh, yeah, see the track behind me? Oh. Probably 5 meters away and it's at eye level. What's that, 45 degrees? Look at that behind me though. Is the camera really doing that justice? I don't know. I feel like I'm in Afghanistan or somewhere. Oh well, okay, let's keep going. That's so cool. Why?
Yeah.
You can go that way if you want, or go back to the Mulga.
Howdy.
Yeah, more relaxing. Yeah, that's good.
Ah,
I did swim in the Ellery Creek hole today, so
brilliant.
freezing cold.
Oh, I love that. Home stretch to Standley, here we come. How have we got left? A few hundred metres? Yoo! Here we go, we got arrived to Standley Cafe. Oh, there you are, posh is that?
Oh, well done, Tim.
Well done, team. Well done, team. How good. How good. Are we sitting right here? That tastes so good after only 3 days of hiking.
Best milkshake ever.
This is heading over to the camping area and where the the storage drop boxes are. So when you're coming in from Jay Creek, we came in that way into the cafe, and then over here is the camping area. We can check next to us. We're gonna check all the mates full drive. I'll get that. Slide down there. Yeah, so all this grassed area is for campers, like these guys are setting up. Howdy! And you got the toilets there. And then the drop boxes around the back here. Now apparently some people say that these get raided by tourists and a couple of locals maybe. So yeah, here's the drop boxes that we dropped. So as you can see, there's just free for all to the public and whatnot. Well, that's ours. We put a bit of tape on it just to know that it's not been opened or split. Yeah, so Happy days, not been touched. Yeah, showers, kettle, toaster, sink, and the likes of. Oh, and plenty of leftovers too. Like, look at all that gas. All that food. I'm gonna take that because we can, because that's all freebies. Oh, free stuff. Yeah, wow. How good is this? That's the Larapinta Express drop box. Now we're here at Standley.
Julie's a happy girl.
But yeah, look at all the goodies that we've stashed in there. So some treats for the guys.
We're just going to eat all day.
For tonight and tomorrow, and then obviously stuff like this is for the next, because the next section is 6 days, isn't it? 6 days and 6 nights. So yeah, that's pretty loaded with mine, Brett's, and Julie's goodies for the next 6 days.
It's 5:15.
5:15.
Already? Holy shit.
Time flies, doesn't it? In the Dropbox, me and Brett have got a couple of goodies. Cans of wine. I've never had a can of wine before. Have you?
No, you can't.
What did you bring, Julie? Oh, I've already got yours.
Yes.
We've got yours before.
No, there's goon bags somewhere.
Of water.
Of water.
Water. There's a goon bag of water
Get my
there.
undies while you're at it there, Ralphie.
Spoons.
I've got a Fireball whiskey somewhere in here. I'm not sure whether to slowly sip it or do it as a shot.
Slowly sip it. Cheers.
I know.
Ah! Fucker!
Yeah.
What's the first time I've ever?
Let's jump in.
Through my...
First time I've ever had a wine out of a can. Me and Brett have just left the campsite. We're just going over to the actual chasm itself, Standley Chasm itself. So this is where we came down yesterday from J Creek. Yeah, so camp's back that way. And Julie's just at camp because she's been up to this chasm twice, so yeah, she's seen it a couple of times. But me and Brett are gonna go check it out. Just had a bit of breakfast and a coffee. Yeah, it's meant to be awesome.
And yeah, all the flights came through here and left for a week.
Look at that. There was a sign there saying that that rock formation started approximately 2.2 billion years ago. Billion years ago. How on earth did they predict that? I don't know. But that's just absolutely sensational. Anyway, we're going to go back to camp and, yeah, have another coffee.